Story of my life. So I fucking instead of, I don't know, maybe we'll still, probably not. I am fucking, why am I sweating? Ugh. I don't know. Just damn. Damn it. Um Hungry, haven't eaten all day today. It's the afternoon, so here I am eating food. And I don't know, now I feel like shit. Kinda. No, I don't feel like shit. I just feel like I'm all sweaty now and just icky and gross again. Yeah. Yeah, it's real nice. Ups and downs, twists and turns. Well, fuck it. But now it's kind of also too hot outside. Now it's too hot outside. There's that too. 80 degrees in February when it was just much colder just a moment ago. Yup. Sure. Why not? It doesn't know what temperature it wants to be. Um so resources and people and resources, right? The great loneliness epidemic and um and starvation globally and whatever, right? And rising homelessness and whatever, or I don't even know if it's rising now. I guess it was for at least a little bit in America or whatever, at least, right? You can somewhat blame this and that and this and that on some COVID stuff and whatever, but anyways, that doesn't really matter. The point is, all of these little issues like this, right? All of these little issues, not so little issues, big issues, whatever. All these little issues, because there's a bunch of them, right? There's a bunch of issues. There is an endless amount of issues with everything and everyone. Yippee! That's yup. That's how it goes. And a lot of these issues, they, a lot of issues don't have a clear, well, there some issues, okay, I don't know, whatever, some issues don't have a clear cut answer. They don't really have a proper solution to them of any real sort, right? And are you necessarily fucked either way, no matter what you do there, or not, something of that sort, right? And then there are these issues like that I mentioned just now, which are like resource stuffs, like scarcity and whatever. It's like manufactured scarcity. I don't know what terminology to use, but it's a there's plenty to go around, there's plenty to go around, but it's not going around. There's plenty to go around, but it's not going around. And that's why you have you have that's why you have a growing divide of a lot of stuff, and it grows and it shrinks and it grows and it shrinks, and in regards to that too, you have, I mean, living in a world where you have pencil thin celebrities that look like skeletons, and you have dirt poor people that are morbidly obese, and the opposite too, right? But like just illustrating it that way, what the fuck, right? It's completely backwards and all over the place, right? But and yet it still is that way, and it makes complete sense if you look at the details and all that. But at pretty much any other point in human history, I don't think it really would be like that, right? Or, well, there's always been, like, there were, rich ladies would wear corsets, and they would be all this and that with their corsets, breathing problems and whatever. Same thing they've been doing to dogs since, well over 100 years ago. Pugs with their squished faces and all that, right? People love to make it so they can't breathe because they got mental problems. And they do it to their animals, too. A lot of things that people got going on extends to anyone or anything around them. So, fill in the blanks with whatever it is, right? If it's living creatures, if it's animals, if it's children, if it's whatever. If it's an object, right? If it is could be a fucking Xbox gaming controller. You just lash out at whatever it is, right? Or, try to, I can't fix myself, maybe. Or I'll try to, weird way of trying to fix things, right? The only other alternative is do nothing and just be depressed, right? So instead, let's fix things, right? Let's fix things. Let's do. It's important. It's nice to have hobbies, right? So anyways, the resource allocation thing, right, that I was saying. Yeah, it's a lot of things like, it's funny though. It's funny. Yeah, I don't know. People just can't fucking have conversations and cooperate. That's completely understandable. I don't like anyone either. But 99.999 blah 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 percent of everyone's problems would be solved by simple conversation, sort of thing. But people, kind of just nah. Let's all just be bitter instead. That's what they want. That's what they want. It's the world they want. It's the world you get. Ah, shucks. Well, that's cute. That's really cute. It's really cute. I'm like so happy for you. These two AA batteries right here. One of them is like the labels, the little labels on them. Duracell and Thunderbolt Magnum. Magnum. Condoms for my Magnum dong. Fucking what? Magnum. Fucking Magnum. It's written in black too. I think it's white. It's like white on a black background, isn't it? For the condoms. Anyways. Shit's stupid. Shit's stupid. Yeah. Pretty much all problems would be solved by a simple conversation, and it's just poor resource allocation / a not wanting to. They're my resources. They're for me. You don't get to have any. Fucking, and all that. Some things never change; they just change forms, right? And I don't know, the whole thing of history repeats itself. No, it doesn't. Right? It doesn't. I already said this, but no, history does not repeat itself. It changes. It changes forms, but it can bear a striking similarity, sure, and all that. Have things in common, right? And just resemblance, right? Not the same. And to try to convince yourself as such as it being the same is delusion. Black and white, good and evil. People like seeing things that way. Just good thing to keep in mind. Just good thing to remind yourself and to remember. Me personally, like I can, you can simultaneously recognize what is true, what is the case, what is real, and what is all of this, as well as being a little bit batshit and kind of ignoring it at the same time. You know what I mean? But still recognizing all the while that, yes, this is reality. I know. I'm well aware. I don't genuinely believe all this garbage, that I'm feeding myself. I don't genuinely believe that. I believe that what is real, assuming anything is real. So yeah, the world's not black and white, and but it is stupid. It is stupid. That is what it is. It is really fucking stupid. And and the great loneliness epidemic, whatever the fuck, right? And blah blah blah, nonstop scrolling and all this stuff, right? Blah 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 blah. Nobody talks to anyone else anymore. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like you have all these people that it's like, the solution is all of you have a lot of, you got a lot of this, you got a lot of that. It goes to this whole thing of like, there's also this little saying floats around. There's a bunch of these little, internet sayings that kind of float around, right? And one of them is, I don't really even know if you would really even call this an internet saying, but basically like, we need to stop messing around with people's life partners or whatever, sort of like that's in regards to relationships or whatever the fuck, right? Sort of thing. Well, first of all, shut the fuck up. Second of all, the thing behind it basically. Well, the thing behind it is kind of just, yeah, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck. But anyways, related to that, right? This whole categorization thing that people do, fucking people with their horoscopes and their horoscopes are the, I don't fucking know, horoscopes and the things in the sky and the this and the that and the blah 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 blah. People want something to believe in, right? People blah 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 blah, right? So they just make things up. They make things up. Hey, there's coincidences, this and that. I mean, there's all these other things that don't line up even remotely, but coincidences. Hey, like I can predict the future, right? Okay. Right, and it's tied to the stars, and yes. Okay. Well, that's a nice thought. That's a really nice thought. Cool. What was I gonna say? This is all related. Oh, so along with that, right? I don't know. It's just the whole like personality types thing is, I guess, related to that, as in it's kind of a little bit of a lot of those like classifications of people, whether they're whatever their motive is, they're complete bullshit. What the fuck? I got mucus in my throat. Whatever the motivation behind them is, if it's this, if it's that, if it's blah, 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 it's still kind of just all around just, it's just made up bullshit. But but anyways, yeah, personality types. There's a lot of similarities amongst people. People have a lot of things in common with one another, right? That's, fucking social species, right? That's like, okay, yeah, that's supposed to be the case, right? Whatever. Anyways, and in terms of, there is truth behind, in regards to like personality types or whatever, there is truth behind incompatibility and all of that. Some people are just simply never going to get along with other people, right? And they should be, segregation, keep them very well apart, right? There are times in which segregation is a good thing, right? It's not, not every, there is a time and a place for everything, right? And keeping some people separated from others, desirables from undesirables, sometimes that's a good thing, right? And then other times it's not such a good thing, right? What that term is known for, right? Obviously. But yeah, you stick these two people together, and there is not a damn thing you can do. It's not necessarily that people are too different from one another. There can be people that are very different from one another, and they can get along just fine. That's normally the exception, but it is possible, and it does happen, and it can be the case. But there is plenty of times where it's just, no. That is not the case. Keep these people very far apart at all times. They see each other and they're going to fucking kill you. It's just going to, it's nothing good there, right? So, yeah, but anyways, things of the sort. In regards to, I don't know, I guess you kind of have to be an idiot to not, see, warning signs ahead of time, before, engaging with people in certain ways, just in any kind of, relationships or whatever you have of any sort, friendships, the gay kind of fucking kissing type of shit, whatever it be, right? Whatever it be, all of that. And fucking red flags, whatever the fuck this and that, whatever you want to call it. Just incompatibility, right? Just this person, me, this person, etc., we are not going to get along well, and there is nothing that can be done about this, really. Or we'll get along well for a little while, but maybe, and it's just no. Just this whole thing going on here. This is very, very bad. This is very stupid. This is very stupid. Where am I going with this? Oh, yeah, so anyways, loneliness epidemic stuff. Same thing. Resource allocation, right? Loneliness epidemic stuff, which is relating to that, which is this and that, blah, blah. Resource allocation. Same thing. Oh, you people, and you, all of you little people, with all of your little fucking problems and all of your little fucking this and that, and the ways in which you are, and all your fucking mental shit, and all your this, and all your that, and the way your lives are going, and all this kind of stuff. Oh, well, you would be great together. So what's going on here? Isolation, fucking this, fucking that. I don't know, people have, it's true, people have a million and a billion and a quadrillion different reasons to not want to talk to anyone. Yeah, people fucking suck. Better off alone. Whatever. Yup. Sure. Why not? But, it's the solution staring you right in the face sort of thing. The solution is, okay, you and you kind of pair up together, and you and you and you and you, and we just kind of go along a little bit like that, right? And you and you and you, I don't know, resolve this endless dispute somehow. It can be violent if it has to be, or whatever, if you really, sure, whatever. Okay, cool. We get that out of the way. We get this out of the way with this, with that, with this, with that. How is any of this achievable, though? Right? How is any of this achievable? And all of this stuff, all this modern day crap, all these new problems, and really not new problems, but they're new as in they've gotten like a new refresh. They've gotten a new, a new, right? It's just, it's a new take on the same shit. Like people have been all of these things forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Anything new is new-ish, new-ish. It's taken on a new form because of all this other new stuff, right? And it's like within the bounds of all of that, right? Like the ways in which it's playing out and the ways in which it goes and this and that, that's all new. But the stuff itself, like, just big bubble of human nature, like how fucking, like, why is everyone so fucking mentally ill? Well, I mean, a million reasons to be in all this, but, why is everyone suddenly autistic? Why is fucking everyone gay as shit? Why is fucking everyone this and that and this and that, right? Suddenly, like, you can come up with all your conspiracy theories all you want and all this and that, right? Same thing with like something that is like statistically more so, whatever is, anyways, all of that's, it's just people being a little bit more open, right? To, say yapping, never shutting the fuck up, which is annoying and obnoxious, and it's what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, that's always been there. It's just all of this stuff, if it's documented, if it, historically, I don't know, fucking in, in Nazi, when they had the, all the little experiment type of stuff that they were doing, they kind of covered all these little groups, they did this and they did that, and I don't know if I mentioned this already, but anyways, so Joseph Mengele fucking and all of them, but he's like one of the, right, anyways, so all that stuff, right, so well, it is the results of the experimentation stuffs, basically nothing, right? Amount what does this amount to? Basically nothing. It's not all too scientific. It's kind of just like a little bit, maybe kind of just of like excuse to like be placed in, somewhat of a position of power, and to, be able to kind of just like do whatever silly stuff to whoever you want to do it to, whoever's there at the camps, right? Whoever's still alive. Maybe some of them won't be after, and plenty of them will be, but things will be a little, just a little bit worse for them. How can it possibly get any worse? It always can. Where am I going with this? Oh, so anyways, yeah, my biggest criticism, like, if I were to have a criticism, I don't know. Yeah, not terribly scientific, right? It's like, going back to this and that, right? It's pseudoscience, right? Just looking at things kind of, is objectively the right word? I don't know. I keep saying objectively, right? Just in a neutral stance, and purely logical, unscientific, right? Pretty unscientific, pseudoscience, right? pretty pointless and pretty, but but yeah, and that's kind of how those sorts of things typically go. Is you know, yeah. But anyways, in that case, it's just like, oh, here, it's an opportunity. Take the opportunity. What would you do in this position? You wouldn't take the opportunity. Okay, well, okay. Well, some people choose to take the opportunity, and the opportunity entails doing this and that and this and that and this and that kinds of things, you know? Yeah. So it's as simple as that, Right, and maybe there's a little bit of like fascination and, you know, uh, maybe not truly believing that what you're doing is, holds any real like scientific value. Probably a little bit of that, right? Or like it could, right? It could come, something could come out of it. Um, they Nazis in general, they did a lot of that sort of stuff, just in general, right? They yeah, military stuff, a lot of very out there ideas, but hey, I mean, it's better than not knowing what to do, having no ideas, right? Trying thing, experiment, not the worst thing in the world, even if maybe it is. Not the worst thing in the world, even if maybe it is. Hmm. 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 Where am I going with this? Oh, I don't know. I guess I just felt like yapping about it. Um. Anyways, the reason why I say don't really like yap too much about like, I don't know. I don't want to sound preachy, and it's like obvious, and it's this and that. Yeah, sure, fucked up, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know, like things that have just been talked to death, and just kind of like turned into like some kind of fodder for this and that and this, and then just twist in all these ways. Like, you want me to seriously just like go and like, I don't know, condemn things that just like happened like so fucking long ago? Like, it's not happening now. Like, sure, there's this and there's that and there's blah blah blah, but it's like, yeah, things take on new forms, right? Things take on new forms, out with the old and with the new. Some of the new resemble some of the old, and then they're annoying and obnoxious too, and they don't shut the fuck up too. And then like I don't know. And then the whole like First Amendment thing or whatever is used as like as a shield, right? Is used as a little bitch shield. See, that's the thing. That's where I don't. That's where I kind of am like, when it's used as like a little bitch shield to kind of just like be a little bitch, right? So like KKK members and neo-Nazis and this and that, they're all kind of just in their own, just their own little world too, right? And and what is it? So anyways, yeah, the whole thing of like, oh, these are, it's like these are like peaceful protester types of people, huh? Yeah, these are peaceful protesters. Let's treat them that way, huh? So you got like instances of them like just shouting, "You fucking nigger!" in the park and all that sort of like, I don't know, just like things you can find online pretty easily and stuff like that, of just like in just some random ass fucking place, just kind of just showing up, just kind of this and that, and just just being a disturbance, is putting it lightly, very, very lightly, right? And then the police will be there and they'll just kind of be staring at them, right? Just staring at them, the same thing with like that school shooting, right? When was that? That was like 3 years ago or something like. I don't know how. It's like recent, but not too recent. You know what I mean? How am I supposed to fucking keep track of exact years or whatever? That was like 3-ish years ago, I think, though, right? This school shooting, and then the police were doing that same thing, that same mentality, just kind of standing out. But in that case, well, you can only really theorize as to why, right? It's not extremely clear cut as to why. It might be a combination of things. Everything kind of usually is. Are they pussies? Do they not care? Um, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Right. The stated thing was like, we're waiting for backup or something along those lines, right? Or whatever, like some strategic, tactical, some fucking BS like that, right? And well, that's obviously not true. That's obviously not true. Like, or maybe you believe it is, but that is the most bullshit right there. So anyways, a good few people, more people died due to that, right? Um, yeah, I don't know. Yep. But then again, right? Da 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 da. All these things happen. Yippee wah da doo da doo. Let's treat in quotation marks that right, but let's just the root causes of any of this shit. Don't worry about that. Hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Hey, root causes, that doesn't matter. All right, you know, forget about it. Suicide nets, just good enough. Okay, all right, good enough. Good enough. We saved the day, guys, and everything's on fire. Yeah. Gold medals for everyone. Gold medals for everyone. I get a gold medal. You get a gold medal. We get a gold medal. Everyone gets a participation trophy. Everyone gets a gold medal. Everyone's happy. We're all cheering. We're all happy. We're all having a great time. We're all having a great time. It's important to stay positive and hopeful for the future. And that's what we're doing. We're staying positive. We're hopeful for the future. I believe in the good in humanity and all that. It's so... What a wonderful world. What a wonderful, wonderful world. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family with a... I don't know the rest of the words, I don't care. I think it's like kiss and hug and something from me to you or something, right? Something along those lines. I'm not saying that anyways. That's really weird. So... Oh, files on my phone. My phone is fucking out of storage, you see. And I'm like transferring things over to Google Drive and whatever. There's a thing I want to do, right? There's a thing I want to do, and it requires some empty space, right? So I was doing that just now, and I'm just, golly, I don't know. So we're gonna do that thing. I'm gonna try to look remotely presentable, maybe, which means I don't know. Today, tomorrow, the next day, probably. Oh yeah, today or tomorrow. Fuck. I need to check the. Oh god. Okay. All right. I don't know. Cause. Oh yeah, we have. Look at this. It's a black screen. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this nice? I am trying, okay? I am fucking trying. I am always fucking trying. I am fucking trying. I will. I don't know. Yes, I am sick of. I am sick of my own absence, and I am sick of this, and I'm sick of that. I'm sick of just harping on. Not. I don't know. Just being all mellow, being all down, and this is how we're going about it. This, just me being fucking. I don't know. Okay. It's a mess. Everything's a mess. Okay. Okay. Being a mess is better than being not a mess. I don't know. I feel, what I like feel like a sense of embarrassment possibly over. It's like, oh no, what if I'm afraid to do anything too good, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, oh, let's just keep it shitty, and let's keep it shitty, and let's keep it kind of just like blend in a little bit, kind of mosey along and all that, right? I really do not just want to conform and all that. I really don't. Yeah, the fucking fit in. Fuck off. Fuck off. This is, just yeah, fuck off. I don't know. Just like I feel this internal pressure too, and all of this, and the world just wants to fucking beat me down and keep me there. Fucking. Uh. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I'm trying to bring myself up. I'm trying to bring myself up. Um, I'm trying to, and I'm trying to sustain it. And, and the only real thing on my mind is to just give the fuck up, right? Like I guess what sounds the nicest is to just kind of stop trying to do anything. Is to just stop. Just stop it. Just, I don't know. Die or I don't know. I don't know. Just anything. Anything like that. Anything like that. Whatever it is that makes you I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself though. I'm trying to keep myself from. There's this. I don't know. There's this. There's this. Yeah, just pattern recognition. I recognize patterns. Hey, this. Although this may seem nice for the time being, you know where this leads, right? You know where this leads. This leads to you more fucking down in the dumps, right? This is not helping. 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 That's great. That's fine and dandy. That's all of these things. But you just need to not pay attention to any of that. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What else? How many things are there to do? How many possible ways? How many possible ways can you prepare eggs on a pan, right? Well, let's see. You can scramble them, and they can be fucking raw, and they can be this, and they can be that. I mean, those are like the two main ones, really, right? But omelet, ha 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 ha. Sure, yeah, omelet. I'll fucking omelet you. I'll omelet you. Shakes fist. Omelet. Breakfast at Tiffany's. What the fuck is that about, huh? I hear these things and I'm just like, or I've heard them for years, like Gone Girl. I just found out pretty damn recently, like, what the hell that even, what is, what's the whole thing with that? Like, I've heard the title since I was like way younger or whatever. It's like, what's the whole thing with that? Oh, it's this and that and this and that. Oh, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. What does anything have to do with anything? Gone Girl. Get it? Because she's gone. Because she's a girl and she's gone. She goes bye-bye. Whoa! Gone Girl. Gone. Gone. She disappeared. What? Where could she have gone? Where did she go? Where did she go? Where did the girl go? Where did she go? Who knows? She's gone. She left us. She's gone. That's why she's gone. 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 I'm the best at getting on people's nerves. I'm the very, very best at it. Always have been. I'm just the best at it. I'm just the very, very fucking best at it. I'm just, ooh, ah, wah, 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 wah. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this. What was it? What was I yapping about before? Oh my god! Just I don't know. Think of something. Think of something right now. Right now. And then we're done. I am gonna go walk outside. I said I would earlier, and it's the same damn thing every fucking day, right? Okay. What was it? 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 It was. I was yapping about resource allocation and yeah, all these little things are related. When in doubt, just kind of come up with some gibberish and name it that, but it actually isn't completely gibberish. It's like partially gibberish, but it actually has some meaning behind it. Okay. Let me come up with some gibberish that has meaning behind it. I think that's the best kind of way of putting it. It is gibberish that has meaning behind it, and therefore it's not really completely gibberish, but let's see. What rhymes with that? Da na da 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 ha da da ha da 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 da. Cleanliness, right? Okay, so ha da 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 da. Okay. It's going to be a question. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a sentence. I like it. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. All right. I guess I'm gonna go outside in a moment. All right. See you later, alligator.